This Navica webinar will cover basic searching hints as well as search results options. So to begin, we're going to click on Search on the left-hand menu. Your main search options are going to be located under your Search by Property Type. You will also have a Search by MLS Number option. Down at the bottom, you will have your Custom Quick Search, which is a limited search screen for all property types. All of our search screens can be customized by clicking on Customize Details within the search screen itself. You will have a list of available fields on the left. Your current search fields will be on the right. If there is a field that's in the available column you would like to add to your search screen, simply drag and drop it to the right-hand column and then apply. If there is a field you would like to remove from your search screen, simply find it in the right-hand selected options column and drag and drop it to the left to remove. Then apply to save any changes. The searching we will be doing today is in a demo site, so the fields and the things you see may not be exactly the same as they are in your particular MLS. However, functionality is going to be the same for everyone. So we're just going to go ahead and click on residential. All of our search screens, albeit whatever the property type, all function the same way. The search screen has several different sections, such as the map search area, your details section with your main search fields. You will have a features section for your coded features. You will also have a hot sheet criteria section as well as selling info. Down towards the bottom there will also be an inventory criteria section. In the inventory criteria you can choose yourself or an office. And once you do so, you can say, show me things that were listed by me, or listed or sold by me, or just sold by me, etc. Just make sure you pick the appropriate status at the top and enter any date ranges if needed. You can also do that for an office or your own office. It depends on your security level if you can do that for other agents or just yourself. The selling info section would be where you would put in a sold date range anytime you were searching for sold or closed properties. You can also search by typically the sold price as well as the selling office or agent. The hot sheet criteria section gives you the ability to pick any activity and then enter a date range. You do want to stick with selling info when searching for solds. The hot sheet date is the date it was marked sold in the system, not necessarily the closing or settlement date. However, you could in the hot sheet, for example, say price changes and pick a subdivision and say show me everything that's had a price change in the subdivision in the last 6 months or whatever you may need to enter there. But let's just go back to the top of the residential search screen and talk about the main section here in the details. There is a separate webinar for searching by the map, so if you would like more information on that, please reference your Navica training webinars for the map searching. Under your property type, property status, that's pretty, everyone has those. You can hold your control key down to select multiples, so just keep in mind if you need to select more than one to hold your control key down while making those selections. You can deselect any previously highlighted items in a list like this by clicking on the Unselect option there at the top beside of the header name. You can exclude a particular city or area depending on your board. So for example, you can say exclude and then highlight the things you do not want, and that will give you everything but the things you have highlighted. Just make sure that exclude is what you want to do there. In our blank to blank fields, such as list price, bedrooms, bathrooms, square foot, they can be open-ended. So you can do, for example, 2,000 to blank or 3 to blank. Or you can even put a top end. So like say you want all the houses up to 100,000, you could put 100 in the second box and leave the first one blank. Then you have your fields that function like listing office, listing agent. When you click on that field, a list of those choices will come up, or you will need to begin typing to populate that list. Then find the one you want to select and make your selections, and then keep selections. When you get to the features section, you can check multiples and you will get a listing that has either or of those things checked. If you choose all, you will only get listings that have all of your selections included. And you can exclude and then choose the things you do not want. So you have 3 choices there as well. So for example, all checked, a house can't have a finished basement, a dirt basement, no basement. It can't, that's going to be sort of strange. So, all would be very, very restrictive. Any means you would take a dirt, none, or a finished. So, and you could also say exclude none if that was something you were looking for. The key to searching typically is just to know that less is more. The less criteria you enter, the more results you will yield. If you ever have any problems or questions about searching in your particular MLS, please feel free to contact us. But we're going to go ahead and start our search now and go through the options on the search results page. On each individual listing, under your listing tools, you can click on the mapping icon to see where that property is situated on the map. You can also, anytime when viewing a map, you can hover over the word road and change that to an aerial view to view the aerial view of that particular property. There may be additional mapping layers depending upon your specific area, but everyone has the aerial view. You can check multiple properties and choose map from the menu at the top, and that will give you the ability to place multiple properties on one map together so you can see where they are located. To view a single MLS data sheet, simply click on the picture or the MLS number to view that particular listing. When viewing a listing, this is an MLS display. It has the listing office, listing agent, public or private remarks, realtor remarks, commission. At the top of your display, you will have a button that says Change Display. You can change that between any MLS or public displays that your particular MLS offers. The public displays do not have the private information, whereas the MLS displays give you all of the information for you as a realtor. After clicking to view one listing, you can go to the next one, the next one, the next one, toggling through that way, or you can return to the results to go back to your original results. You can check multiple properties, choose View from the menu item at the top, and this will load those selected listings all on a page together, one right after the other. So if you wanted to print these listings, the best thing to do would be to check them, choose View. Now at this point, if I say Print, it will print all 3 listings with one print command. They will all print on their separate page or pages, but I only have to click print one time. Just remember, if you want to print them, you've got to view them. So check the ones you want to view, choose view, and then make your print choice if you want to print multiple listings at one time. On each individual listing, you can click the envelope to email that one listing. You can check the all box and choose the email at the top to email them all, or you can check selected and choose email at the top as well. When emailing listings, it's always going to tell you at the very top right how many properties you are sending. Then you need to determine what display you want to send, the public or the MLS display. The full display is the full data sheet. The results displays are these one lines like you see behind my screen. So if you wanted to send the one line, you could do that. You can enter the recipient's address, or if they're in your Navica contacts, all you have to do is highlight their name. Don't worry about the fact that when I highlight Bob's name, it does not put his email address in the to line. That's okay. We're good. Highlighting his name is sufficient. We know his email address. It's in his contact profile, and we will send to that address or groups of addresses. Type in a subject, type in your message. At this point, you have the options to send additional photos, the mapping link, any virtual tour links, send yourself a copy, and include your Navica signature. Your signature can be entered by clicking on your photo in the upper right-hand corner. You can also include documents in your email. You can preview the link before you send it, or you can highlight and copy and paste the link here to copy it from here to paste into other mail programs if needed. InMail will send it through our mail server. Gmail will open up your Gmail and copy and paste the message in the link into your Gmail. Yahoo will open your Yahoo with the message and link included. Hotmail will open Hotmail. AOL will open AOL. And your mail will open your Outlook, Outlook Express, or Windows Live mail programs. All of these, the last 5 options, could possibly be blocked by a pop-up blocker. So if you click on Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, AOL, or your mail, and it says a pop-up has been blocked, you will need to look around on your computer on the page there for a message that a pop-up has been blocked. At that point, you will click that message and tell it to always allow pop-ups from our site. If you ever need assistance with that, please feel free to contact us at Tech Support. For example, if I was to click on Gmail, I'm using Google Chrome. My pop-up blocker would be right up here in my address bar. In the far right of the address bar, it would tell me a pop-up was blocked. Internet Explorer, it would be at the very bottom of the page. And in Mozilla Firefox, it would be right below the address bar in a yellow banner. So you should be able to find on the screen, if you click Gmail, we'll give you a message that says your email did not open because of a pop-up blocker, so you'll need to find that and set it to always allow our site. The benefits of sending through your mail package, such as Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, whichever you use there, is the fact that it will be in your sent folder, and if your message is not delivered for whatever reason, then you will get the bounce back or the undeliverable notice. If you send with InMail, it does send through our mail servers. However, there is no sent folder, and if it is not delivered, you would not get a notice of that. So make your selections and then send the mail. On each individual listing, there will be a history icon that will tell you the history of that particular MLS number. Some areas will have a by address option to click to view any past histories of that specific address. If not, you can always go to search and the history search tab to enter the address to find past histories. On each individual listing, you can click the car icon to get driving directions. By default, your starting address will be your office address, but you can change that if needed. And then click Go to get step-by-step driving directions from point A to point B. You can also check multiple properties and then choose directions in the banner at the top. And this will give you the ability to visit multiple properties with driving directions. What you need to note, however, is the order of these properties is going to be the order they are on the screen behind there. We do not optimize the order or pick the order for you, so you would need to click resequence and put these in the order that's best suited for your area, and then hit go for the driving directions from point A to point B, and then B to C, C to D, etc. On each individual listing, there's a realtor's point of view slideshow. If you click that, it'll open up a rotating slideshow of all of the photos uploaded to that particular listing. You can have a total of 46 photos on any given listing. It will have the listing information here to the right, your contact information below, and at the very bottom you can email the slideshow. You can also check multiple properties and choose slideshow from the banner along the top, and you can email up to 50 properties in the slideshow format, and that option is at the very bottom. When viewing your search results in this one-line layout, you may elect to select certain properties and then say Add Filter. That will filter out just your checked properties to a page by themselves, so you could print just the one line of those selected listings, or further narrow them down by unchecking some and adding another filter, which you can continue to do so. To go back to the original results, just click Remove Filter there at the top. You can get stats on any given group of listings by clicking the properties and choosing stats. We'll do that in just a second. You can view the additional photos by clicking on the camera icon. If you want larger photos, simply maximize that window and you can have full screen photos. You can create a flyer. There is a separate webinar for creating flyer if you need information on that. You can report the listing to the board office if you find something erroneous about the property. We have a menu item or a icon located under Listing Tools for recent comparable sales. Regardless of where you're at, that's going to be a search for solds within 3 miles of the address of the property that you're clicking on. Solds within the last year within 3 miles with 300 above or below the square footage of the property, equal or one greater bedrooms, equal or one greater baths, and a $20,000 above or below price. So some properties that are very rural, when you click on recent comparable sales, you will not get any sales. There's just nothing has sold in the last year within 3 miles. For some homes, when you click on recent comparable sales, you will get one result. For some, you'll get 15 results. Anytime you're on a search results page, albeit my original search, let me go back there, or once you click on recent comparable sales, some of your search criteria is going to be here along the top, and if so, you can click on that and change your criteria right there on the search screen. So if I want to change that price to $240,000 to $300,000 and then apply, I can very well do so. It'll redo my search based on my new criteria. So even after you do the recent comparable sales, for example, then if you wanted to modify that square footage or bedroom or bathroom criteria, it'll be there along the top for you to do so. You can turn on notifications for a particular property, and that will allow you to get email or text alerts anytime something is changed about that listing. Once you have turned those on, they can be managed under Saved Listings menu item. So we can check certain properties and get stats. What that would give me is a low, high, average, median, and total list price. If they were sold properties, sold price, list to sold percentage, price per square foot, days on market. These are active listings, so it's just going to give me limited information there. But if they were solds, it would break down all the sold stats as well. We also have selected reports that you can run based on your search results. The first one is a market summary that will group those properties in however many $1,000 increments you choose here. Let's do 10,000. So this can group them by list or sold price, but it'll tell you how many properties fell within each price range, the sum, the average, the median, and the average days on market. And of course, if these were sold, it would be based on the sold price if that's what you selected as well. You can do a sold list price analysis that will list all of the properties with their list price, list to sold percentage, and days on market. And the market conditions addendum, which is an appraiser report. It's the 1004 MC for appraisers if there's any that ever need to run that. And that was located under reports on the search results page. You can do a quick comparison or quick CMA. That is covered in a little more depth in another webinar, but I'll just grab some of these active properties because you could do that as part of your presentation as well. And I'm just going to say comparison. For the quick comparison, you simply fill out who you're preparing it for, prepared by, choose your display that you want your listings to be displayed in, hit go, and this will come up with your stats at the top and the detail sheet of your comparables at the bottom. You can email that or print that as well. You can export listing information into third-party software. If you ever need assistance with that, please let us know. You can save listings by checking the listings you want to save and clicking on Save Listings. Once you do so, you can create a new folder or assign it to an existing folder as Saved Listings, and those will be located under the Saved Listings menu item. You can restart your search, and you can also reorder your results. So if you want them in a custom order, you can drag and drop to the order you want. However, you can also sort them by clicking on the header. So if I click on street name, they're now in alphabetical order by street name. List price, they're now in order by list price. So you can do any sort that you have in your one line or a custom reorder if needed. You can do secondary sorting. By that I mean I can click on bedrooms, and that's going to group all my 3 bedrooms together. I'm also going to go here to the top and change my per page to 100. So all but 5 of these results will be on one page. So they're sorted by bedrooms. So all my 3 bedrooms are together, my 4 bedrooms will be together, way down there, etc. Now, if I hold my Shift key down and click on List Price, my 3 bedrooms are still grouped together, but they are lowest to highest list price. My 4 bedrooms are grouped together. They're lowest to highest list price. So you can do as many sorts as you want. Just hold your Shift key down when clicking on any second or third headers to sort there. You can return to the search, you can show the criteria, or you can save the search criteria. That saves the criteria, not the listings. And there is a separate webinar on saved searches if you would like more information on that. You can change the content, which changes the one-line display. For information on building new one-line or results displays, please reference the webinar on results displays. But once they are built, they will be in your content drop-down to choose from. You can change the look of your results by clicking on Layout. We have Slimline, Compact. They're all different looks. The best thing I can say is try different ones and see which one you like the best. When having a full list of search results like this, if there's a particular property or something you're looking for that's on this page, you can start to type in words and it will narrow down to just listings that have that word in it. Also, when viewing a full data sheet or groups of data sheets, let me just go back to view here. Say you're looking for a particular word on a page. Up here at the top, if you type in that word, so I typed in workshop, everywhere that workshop is on the screen, it's going to be highlighted in yellow. So it makes it easy for me to find that information. So that's going to conclude the Navica webinar on searching and your search results options. If you have any questions on anything that covered in this webinar, do not hesitate to contact us at Tech Support. Our contact information can be located under Help.